Of the 5 seats up for grabs on Grand Bahama, the Progressive Liberal Party secured 3 of them: Pine Ridge, Marco City, and West Grand Bahama and Bimini. The FNM held on to Central Grand Bahama and East Grand Bahama. Our Shashina Roll has reaction from there.
Shortly after 9 p.m., the sound of victory rang out and the celebrations began on Grand Bahama. Although it had not been confirmed how many seats the Progressive Liberal Party had won, one thing was sure: it was enough seats to form the next government of the Bahamas. There was dancing, shouting, and jubilation. Supporters were overwhelmed, elated that a new chapter in Bahamian history was about to unfold.
I've been waiting for this moment. I've been counting down the days, the minutes, the hours, the second, and now it has finally came.
We here in Freeport, we've been suffering for 5 years. 5 years. It's been like punishment from the government. Punishment. And, you know, we are just overwhelmed with joy, and we just can't wait for the PLP to get on the ground running.
I feel good. I'm a little bit tired. Where I work today, my feet are hurting, but it was worth it all.
I am very excited right now. Words can't express the way that I'm feeling right now. Grand Bahama has spoken. They have told the FNM government, we are not going to take you any longer. They told them to get up and get a parking out of Grand Bahama.
The people really showed who they wanted to vote for. You know, we was fed of it, the FNM party. They never did nothing for us.
From the inception of its campaign, the Progressive Liberal Party stated its plans for Grand Bahama that include a ministry for the island, a greater concentration on tourism, and more employment opportunities.
I'm expecting great things from our honorable leader, Perry Gladstone Christie. He will deliver this country back to where we were in tourism and everything else we're looking forward. And the Freeport is going to be back to the magic city that it was always.
We believe in Perry Gladstone Christie and his team, and we know and we trust that he's going to follow through with all the plans that he has presented to us.
My expectation is that we all have now to help to build that country again, and to build Grand Bahama especially, and to work for the future. And now we do have a chance.
Once it became clear that the Progressive Liberal Party was successful at the polls, leader of the Free National Movement, the Right Honorable Hubert Ingram, conceded. He also gave notice that he plans to resign as leader of the party and as a member of Parliament for North Abaco. PLP supporters say this move was disappointing.
I'm disappointed that Mr. Ingram, you know, he said that he's going to retire, you know, and the FNM doesn't have a deputy, so it's so sad.
He did say that this would probably be his last term had he won. It is a painful thing. I don't know how bad the figures are, how many seats the PLP had won, but it's kind of painful when you really felt within yourself that, you know, we got this.
Now, unofficially, PLP supporters say they've won by a landslide, claiming a minimum of 28 seats throughout the country and 3 on Grand Bahama, including West Grand Bahama and Bimini, Marco City, and Pine Ridge. Shashina Roll, ZNS News.
Now back here in the capital, during the victory rally here in New Providence, Mr. Christie singled out Grand Bahamians, thanking them for their overwhelming support and reminding them of what the PLP administration plans to do for the second city.
We have this thing about Grand Bahama, that we are going to move into Grand Bahama and we are going to bring relief to Grand Bahama. I told them that we were going to begin by immediately creating a new ministry to focus on affairs in Grand Bahama. So I want to be able to say to Grand Bahamians this evening, you have responded wonderfully to the Progressive Liberal Party. You have elected colleagues who will serve in government with me. And I can tell you this, we are going to work hard, very hard, to repay you for the kind consideration you have given us.
Now, the vote to elect a new member of Parliament for the North Andros and Berry Island seat was viewed as one of the hot races, with 3 high-profile candidates seeking to win. Our Charles Fisher was in North Andros and reports that despite an orderly voting process, some candidates cried foul.
Last night I went on the streets and lots of money was changing hands.
FNM candidate Desmond Bannister making that claim, one that was echoed by Democratic National Alliance candidate Captain Randy Butler.
I've been told there's been so much buying of votes, and even online you see whether they're buying votes online or not. You see people are walking up and exchanging money online and stuff. Just the abuses that are in the polling stations with the presiding officer not following some of the procedures. We see all kinds of abuses today that was just different.
Those claims are unsubstantiated. Meantime, Progressive Liberal Party candidate Dr. Perry Gomez had this to say regarding the claims.
Well, you know, these things have happened in elections over the course of history in the Bahamas, and I think there's still quite a bit of it, and it's primarily seen in this case in the government people, because they had all the money, and the statement made by the Prime Minister Ingram early on by the PLP had a lot of money. I haven't seen the evidence of it, so I think that it's a trick.
Well, don't forget to keep those Family Island news stories coming. Just drop us a line at finews@znsbahamas.com. We'll be waiting to hear from you.